Hello, welcome. Welcome to Children's Church Promise Patch. It is Fellowship's Neighborhood. I told you we were coming back with some great programming for you. I hope that you all are ready to enjoy a great time in the Lord. I know that we're coming to you a little bit differently than what you're used to, but it was on our heart to make sure that we keep you connected to the vine. So come on in, sit on down, and let's have a good time in the Lord. Again, I am Sister June, and I am going to be working with you all today. So we are excited. We're going to have some great fun, and I want you to know that we love you so much, and as you've already heard, there is nothing much that you can do about it. There's nothing that you can do about it. So we're going to talk a little bit about provides today, but right before we get to that, I want to introduce a song to you. Can I introduce a song to you? I'm sure you're nodding your head in great approval that we're going to be singing a song. Every show we want to start off with a Harambe song. And Harambe is just an African rally chat. And we just want to rally our minds in. We want to come on in and do our war cry together. So I'm going to start it off first, and I know it'll take you a time or two to get it, but we're going to get it together. All right? So I'm going to start it off, all right? It's Harambe at Children's Church. 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 Is it Monday? No. Is it Tuesday? No. Is it Wednesday? No. How about Thursday? No. I know, it's Friday, right? No. Is Saturday? No. Well, tell me, what day is it? It's Sunday at Children's Church. 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 Now sit on down. Sit on down. What? Sit on down. Sit on down. What? Sit on down. Sit on down. What? Sit on down. Yay! Thank you, my live studio audience who is practicing safe distancing for some of you parents that are worried about it. And we are wearing our mask in our spirits, but we're wearing masks. So we're so glad that you guys decided to join us today. Let's talk a little bit about what we like to call the word of the day. You ready for the word of the day? Let me hear you. Good. Don't scream too loud. Shh, shh, shh. Not too loud. But we have the word of the day. Our word of today is provides. Can you say that with me? Provide. And I know you're saying, well, Sister June, what is provide? I'm glad you asked. Provide is defined as make available for use. Again, that means make available for use. Can you think of a time that you've ever had to experience or you've ever been a part of provide? Let me hear you. Say, oh, look everybody, it's Mr. Moo. Thank you, Mr. Moo, for joining us today.
I would like to provide you with something.
You brought me something you would like to provide?
You would provide you with something.
Something. I can't make my mouth do that, but
I want to provide you with something.
You would like to provide me with something. That's our key word today, provide. So
you with something.
Well, what would you like to provide me with?
Hold on a minute. Just a minute. Grip on top to you now, because I'll provide you with something.
Okay. So Mr. Moose said that they're going to provide me with something and told me to wait a moment. So I love when people can provide things for each other, or just how God provides for us. You know, we are going to talk a little bit about that today. As soon as it... Wow.
Sure, it's good. I don't provide you with something. So I got some popcorn for you.
You got popcorn for me?
But it doesn't have organic butter.
It doesn't have organic butter. Oh, okay. So we won't be having organic butter with our popcorn today.
There be organic butter.
Oh, you were told it was good.
Everything good. You good.
Okay, I am definitely going to be.
You good.
Let me tell you.
Good.
All right,
What
Mr.
makes it all good?
Mr.
Especially
Mo.
when it's organic, but
Mr. Moo, we get it. You are going to provide for us some popcorn and some organic butter. Because it sounds like you got a little bit of a sinus drainage going on back there. So I want to make sure the kids know what you're talking about. Organic butter. Oh, well, see, this is an example of provide. Mr. Moo provided me some popcorn. However, he doesn't have any organic butter.
God did not provide me with organic butter.
So God did not provide you with the organic butter, not even Trader Joe's. No?
God did not provide me with organic butter.
Well, let me tell you what. God did not provide with the organic butter, but however, you sound a lot like those children of Israel complaining about Moses and Aaron in the book of Exodus chapter 16. Now, we know Exodus is the second book of the Bible, so let's turn to that. Let's see what Exodus chapter 16 is talking about. Is that okay?
About butter?
Well, you know what? Is not about butter, but it's about some people who did not know that God was going to provide for them. So, let's talk a little bit about that, Mr. Moo. Is that okay?
Oh, can I eat my popcorn while you do that?
You know what? That actually would be a good idea.
I don't have a drop of organic butter.
So it might be a little difficult for you to eat. Well, look, let's just go on with the story. While we wait for the organic butter to happen here, let's talk a little bit about what happened in the book of Exodus chapter 16. Now, I'll tell you the story like this. It was the children of Israel. They were upset with Aaron and Moses. Now, they had just come out of Egypt. And they were a little upset. They didn't have their food, the things that they liked, and they are complaining, and they're in between Elim and, are you listening, Mr. Moo?
I'm waiting on organic butter.
Okay, you having the struggles with organic butter. But however, the children of Israel are standing in between there, and they're complaining. And they're saying, we don't have any of the food. Back in Egypt, we had this and we had that, and we were able to enjoy our greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, lambs, hog dogs, chicken, turkey, you name it. They were able to do all of that. And here they are in the middle of going on into the land, and they are complaining because God has not provided for them in the ways that they thought that he should. So, as they're complaining, God says to them, look, or he says to the leader, he says, I'm going to provide for them. I'm going to have bread to come by day, and I'm going to have meat to come during the night. And sometimes that's how we have to look at things that go on in our life, that God always provides for his people. He tells us in Matthew 6:25. He says, don't worry about your life, what you're going to eat, what you're going to drink. Isn't your life more than food? And isn't your body more than clothes? God provided for them then. God provides for us now, even with the popcorn. What you think about that?
Well, did you bring some organic butter?
Did he bring organic butter? See, you sound just like the children of Israel, but I'm not going to smite the rock with you today. But what I will say is that look at what God has done. God has given us popcorn in the midst of a pandemic. That's a sermon right there, but I don't have time to preach it.
Well, I think I need to, I will say, can I say a prayer? Because I'm feeling kind of like, I need to say sorry to God.
Okay, Mr. Moo wants to pray about him complaining about his popcorn. So, Mr. Moo, go ahead and lead us before the throne.
Heavenly Father, I just want to say I'm sorry about asking for that organic butter.
Amen.
Because you've been G-O-O-D, good to me.
Been good, yes.
With the popcorn.
With the popcorn. Amen.
For me.
Mr. Moo, are you eating popcorn during the prayer?
I'm not supposed to do that either.
You know what? God has provided me with a great amount of patience for Mr. Moo today. But I am so thankful and grateful that even in the things that we're going through, being away from your schoolmates, being away from friends and family, that God still takes the time to provide for all of us. He's given us life. He's given us a good portion of health and strength. He's put roof over our heads. He's given us popcorn when we really didn't even act like we were grateful about it. But God has kept us safe. Some of you all have maybe even had COVID or know people who have had COVID-19. But look how God has blessed them to live and to come through COVID just fine. And even for those of people who have lost loved ones, look, God has provided His love. God has continued to be patient and long-suffering with us. He's just so kind and so wonderful. So we thank God that He does provide. So with that, we want to thank you all for joining us today, and we want to thank God that you don't have to worry about what you're going to eat, what you're going to drink, or even where you're going to go, because God knows all those things, and He has all those things in store for you. But right before we go, I want you to, you have made quite the mess here, Mr. Moo.
Oh, just saying, he's been G-O-O-D.
He's been good.
To me.
Good to you.
G-O-O-D, good to me.
He has been extra good.
The popcorn ain't too bad.
Popcorn's not too bad without the butter?
Well, it could have been better.
It could have been better, okay.
Butter goes good with every time, but I'm glad.
But you're glad.
I'm glad.
Mr. Moo in concert, everybody. Let's give him a round of applause.
That I got my popcorn because he's been good.
Amen.
To me.
Thank you. We should have him sing in the choir. However, right before we go, I want you guys to do me a favor. I want to make sure that you send this out to your friends and family. Tell them to come on in and let's talk about the great things that God has done for you. So share this video, share them with everyone you know. Also, we want to give you just a little bit of homework. Yes, I said homework. I want you guys to send in a video of yourself reading our memory verse. Do you remember what our memory verse was, Mr. Moo?
I don't know, it's about provision, provide.
Okay, well, we got part of that. So, yes, it is about provision. Our memory verse for this week is going to be Philippians 4, verse 19. So, I want you...
Philippians 4, verse 19.
Verse 19.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yes, Philippians in the Bible, chapter 4, and then you're going to skip all the way down to verse 19.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
19, yes, 19th verse, and it reads, "And my God will provide all my needs according to the riches of His glory in Christ Jesus." So please, I would love to see you. And you know what? A great guarantee. We're going to send you a gift. Everyone who brings a video or sends in a video to our office here will be getting a gift. And you'll be able to be featured on one of our shows. Ain't that right, Mr. Moo?
That's provided that they do what they're supposed to do.
Okay, that's a good way of using that in a sentence. So remember, Philippians 4:19, that's our memory verse. God provided for the children of Israel. God will provide for you. Now, we want to introduce you to our closing song. Are you ready for that, Mr. Moo?
Well, you caught me with my mouth full. Hold on a minute, please.
I caught you with your mouth full. You know...
Oh, sorry.
Are you ready now?
Oh.
Would you like to me, my, mo, moo and warm up?
Me, my, moo.
Would you like some water? Seem quite parched there. You about ready? That sound like the key of D, F, sharp.
It's the key of moo.
It's the key of moo? Oh, great. In the key of moo, we're going to sing our goodbye song to you for now. But thank you for being our neighbor. We will see you next 4th Sunday. Here's our evening song or our goodbye song.
I am promise, and by a possibility, I am a promise. With a capital P, I'm a great big bundle of potentiality.
on. To hear God's voice and I am trying. Yes. To make the right choice, I'm a promise to be anything God wants me to be. Now, I didn't promise you good singing, but I promised you good programming. So thank you all. Thanks our audience. And we cannot wait to see you soon. God bless you.
God bless you. Bye.
I have a promise. Sing it, Moo.
Oh,
With the
with the
words, I'm a father.
I'm a capital P.
With the capital P.
I have a P.
Big bundle.
That's the
I'm
word
still learning.
saying.
A potentiality.
Potentiality.
Oh,
That's a big word.
you gonna
That's a
Kirk
big
Franklin
word.
it, okay.
That's a big word.
I am learning.
I'm learning.
To hear God's voice and
Oh,
trying.
that's the voice
Come
I
on, Kirk. To make the right choice. I'm a promise to be.
A promise to be.
Anything God wants me to.
Anything God wants me to be. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Moon. God bless y'all.
All right, that's a wrap, folks. That's a
I
wrap.
did what I could. Mr. Moon, you're getting a spanking. You need a spanking.